Alright, so on May 8th, 2022, I had a dream from God. The dream's kind of long, so I'll get right into it. In my dream, it's daytime, and I was in a city. I was sitting in a car. I was sitting on the front passenger seat. My driver's a female family member. We're driving down a straight one-way street. To the left and to the right are buildings. I think we were in a residential area. We stopped at a stop sign and my driver got out. I'm not too sure where my driver went to. In front of me there's traffic. The cars look like they're on a one-way street and they're not moving. They're at a standstill. On the other side of this traffic, I think I see a gas station. When I was sitting there, I felt like I was trapped or boxed in. Okay, so when I'm sitting there, I see somebody get out of their car and walks to a car that's by him. And he had a gun and he started to rob this person. I started to look around for something in the car that I was in. I wasn't too sure what I was looking for. I opened the glove compartment and I didn't see anything useful. A gun out of nowhere appears on my lap. I get out of the car that I'm in through the driver's side and I walk to this, I'm just going to call him a thief. I walked over to this thief. We didn't say anything to each other, and this thief didn't notice me. I felt like he was so concentrated on what he was doing, he just didn't notice me. Okay, so when I was standing by him, I was trying to remember something from the Word of God. The Bible verse that I was trying to think of, I couldn't remember in my dream. But I'll go ahead and put up that Bible verse on the screen for you guys to look at. Okay, so I get back into the car that I was just in. And I entered through the driver's side and I sat back down on the passenger seat. Okay, so when this thief was walking away, I could tell he stole a lot of money from this person. He had to use both of his hands to hold on to the money that he just stole. Alright, so he walks over to the building that's to the right of me and he started spray painting on the wall. Now this part kind of gets weird because I seen something like this picture. To me, this picture looked like a 3D model. Maybe God wanted me to use 3D models to create pictures for this video, but that's just my opinion, so I could be wrong about that. After I saw that, I seen something like this. To me, it looked like a bulletin board, and there was trees and grass in the background. Okay, so after this thief stops spray painting on the wall, he walks to the car that I'm in. And he sits down on the sidewalk and leans against the back passenger door. My door was open and this thief started to talk with me. I'm not too sure what he was saying. Okay, so after he finishes talking with me, he gets up and walks away. And I'm not too sure where he went to. I'm thinking he went back to the car that he was just in. Okay, so when he walked away, I noticed he left his gun on the ground. So I grabbed the gun and I jumped in the back seat. And I started to unload this gun. When I was unloading this gun, the gun felt really small in my hand. And the gun was a revolver. After I finish unloading this gun, my driver returns. And in my dream, I'm back in the front passenger seat. Alright, so I saw the thief coming back. And I'm thinking he was looking for his gun. I'm not too sure what I said to the driver, but I think I said something like, we need to go. And the only direction we could go was backwards. I wanted to tell the driver what happened, but I felt like it wasn't the right time. So we started going backwards, and I'm not too sure if this thief was trying to wave us down. Okay, so this part of my dream kind of gets weird because I was waving at this thief. When I was waving, I had a smile. Alright, so in my right hand, I was holding something. I'm not too sure if I was holding this thief's gun. Whatever I was holding on to, I don't think I saw it in my dream, but I felt like I was holding on to something. I had to use 2 or 3 fingers to hold this object. When I was waving at this thief, the palm of my hand was facing me. Okay, so when we're going backwards, there was obstacles on the road. These obstacles, they were made up of random objects, and I couldn't tell you what these objects were because it's something I just don't remember. When these random objects were grouped together, they formed one big obstacle that was on the road. I felt like the road was made out of concrete. The reason why I say that is because the road had little bumps. These little bumps look like little turtles or little flowers. Okay, so in my dream I saw something that looked like a big rolling pin, and I felt like this big rolling pin was used to flatten the road and also to create these little bumps on the road. We're going backwards, and I thought to myself, there had to be eyewitnesses that seen this crime take place, and I felt like they should call the police and let them know what happened. Okay, so in my dream, I don't know if it was a picture that I saw. I saw a bridge, and I saw some water, and I saw a police helicopter in the air. And I felt like this police helicopter was only seconds away from where this crime took place. Okay, so our car ended up on wooden boards. These wooden boards were like a wooden fence that was laying on the ground. Okay, so I'm thinking we were at a beach because of the sand I saw. Okay, so I still felt like we needed to keep going. So we turned to the right, and we ended up at another location. When we're at this location, we stopped, and we're just sitting there. And I thought to myself that this was a good time to let the driver know what just happened. And that's where my dream ends.